Here today I am going to take a bit moment of force. Before this, here we have to see one or two definitions, that is rigid body or a perfectly rigid body. Perfectly rigid body is a body whose distance between any two particles of the body remains constant whatever may be the applied force. If the distance between any two particles of the body remains constant whatever may be the applied force, this body is called a rigid body. And here no body in the universe is perfectly rigid, but if the magnitude of applied force is not too large, then the solids, metals can be treated as a rigid body. And if a rigid body rotates, then different particles of the body perform circular motion, and centers of all such circles lie along a straight line. This straight line is called axis of rotation. That is, if a rigid body rotates, if you consider this is a rigid body and this rigid body rotates, at that time different particles of the body perform circular motion. And here we can say that the centers of all such circles lie along a straight line, and this line is called axis of rotation. Here we can say that axis of rotation of this body is about an axis passing through point O and perpendicular to its plane. Also, in day-to-day life, we have seen about this example. If you consider a door, and we know that the door rotates about an axis passing through the hinges. Here, these are the hinges. Here we can say that axis of rotation of this door is this line, or this line is axis of rotation. And here we have to see about a moment of force. Here if we apply force to this door at this point, then this point is called point of application of force. And here the rotational, this single force produces rotational effect in the door, and this rotational effect of the door not only depends on magnitude of force, also on the distance between the point of application of force and axis of rotation. This distance we have to take perpendicular distance. That is, this rotational effect of this door not only depends on magnitude of force, but also on the distance between point of application of force and axis of rotation. This distance is also called moment R. And ability of this force to produce rotational motion is called moment of force, or also called torque. Magnitude of this moment of force or torque is equal to product of force and perpendicular distance. Or we can say that here magnitude of this torque is equal to product of force and moment R. And this, as it is the product of force and perpendicular distance, the unit SI unit is Newton meter, CGS unit dyne centimeter, and dimensions M1 L2 T minus 2. These are the dimensions of moment of force. As unit of moment of force or torque is the same as that of work. Dimensions of moment of force are same as that of work, but moment of force is totally different from work. Here here moment of force is a vector quantity. Moment of force is a vector quantity, and moment of force can be expressed as 2 is equal to R cross F. Therefore, as it is the vector product of R vector is position vector, cross F vector, we can say that direction of this torque or moment of force is perpendicular to the plane or given by right hand rule. Here, this is about this moment of force or torque. Then we have to see couple and its properties. Here, before this, the moment of force is considered negative if it produces rotation in clockwise sense, and the moment of force is considered positive if it produces rotation in anti-clockwise sense. This is the sign convention of moment of force. Then here we have to see couple. Couple, if two equal and opposite forces acting on a body whose line of action of force will not coincide with each other, then we can say that couple is formed. If we consider a body, this is a rigid body, and this is here two forces A and two forces each of magnitude F acting on the body at point A and B respectively. These two forces are equal in magnitude, opposite in direction, and these two forces are acting on the body at two different points A and B. Here we can say that due to these two forces, the body rotates about an axis passing through the point O in anti-clockwise sense. We can say that couple is formed on this body. Here, two equal and opposite forces acting on a body whose line of action of force will not coincide with each other. That means if we consider the case, if we consider the body, and if we apply force, two equal and opposite force at point O at the same point, or here the line of action of these two forces coinciding with each other, we can say that in this case couple is not formed. Couple is not formed. And here, as two forces, these two forces are acting at point A and B. These 2 points are different points. Therefore, we can say that couple is formed on this body. And here, moment of ability of couple to produce rotational motion is called moment of couple or torque. Moment of couple, also called torque. Moment of couple or torque is defined as the ability of couple to produce rotational motion, like moment of force. Moment of force is ability of single force to produce rotational motion. And here, ability of couple to produce rotational motion is called moment of couple. And moment of couple, we have to see characteristics here, properties of couple. First is couple always produces rotational motion. Couple always produces rotational motion. Couple always produces rotational motion. This is one of the important property of couple. As two equal and opposite forces acting on a body, here we can say that net force acting on the body is zero, as the two forces are equal in magnitude, opposite in direction. Therefore, net force acting on the body is zero. According to Newton's laws of motion, we can say that as net force is zero, there is no translational motion. As the two forces acting at different particles in the body, therefore we can say that here as net force is zero, but moment of force is not zero. Therefore, couple always produces rotational motion. Moment here, this couple always produces rotational motion. This is the first property of couple. Second, moment of couple is a vector quantity. Moment of couple is a vector quantity. Moment of couple is also called torque, or we can say that torque is equal to R cross F. That is moment of couple. Like moment of force, moment of couple is also a vector quantity. Tau is equal to, we can write R cross F. And again here we can say that as it is vector product of R vector and F vector, direction of torque is perpendicular to the plane and given by right hand rule or screw rule. Third, moment of couple. Here, third one, couple is always balanced by equal and opposite couple. Couple is always balanced by equal and opposite couple. Therefore, we can say that clockwise couple is balanced by anti-clockwise couple. Here, in this case, the two forces acting on the body at point A and B, the forces are as shown in the figure. Due to this couple, due to these forces, the body rotates in anti-clockwise direction. Anti-clockwise same. Here we can say that this is anti-clockwise couple. So as to balance this couple, so as to neutralize this couple, a single force never balances a couple. So as to balance this couple, we have to apply forces at A and B in this direction. Here, these two forces forms a new couple. This couple produces rotation in anti-clockwise direction. Here we can say that in clockwise direction, here we can say that this anti-clockwise couple is balanced by a clockwise couple. Therefore, couple is always balanced by equal and opposite couple, that is anti-clockwise couple is balanced by clockwise couple. Fourth one, moment of couple about any point in its plane is always constant. That is, moment of couple about any point in its plane is always constant. We have to prove this statement. If we consider a body and couple is formed on this body by applying forces at A and B, this body rotates about an axis passing through point O, and consider fourth point, that is D, on the line joining AB, outside AB. Here we can say that couple is formed on this body as two equal and opposite forces acting on the body at point A and B. Consider third point, that is in between A and B, and fourth point D, that is along the line AB, outside the line AB, that is at point D. Here we have to find moment of couple about any point in its plane is constant. We have to prove this statement. For that, we have to find moment of couple about A about B, about O, and about D. We have to find moment of couple about these four different points. First, moment of couple about A. Moment of couple about A. Moment of couple about point A is equal to sum of moment of forces about A. We have to find moment of couple about A means take axis of rotation at point A. Here, suppose this is the first force and this is second force, then moment of couple about point A is equal to, we can write it 2A. 2A is equal to, axis of rotation is at point A. Here this is first force, then moment of force is force into perpendicular distance. Perpendicular distance is 0, therefore we can write F into 0 plus second force, moment of force due to second force. Moment of force means product of force and perpendicular distance. Axis of rotation is at A, force is at B, therefore F into AB. That is, we can write F into AB. This is equation number 1. This is moment of force, moment of couple about point A. Then next, moment of couple. Moment of couple about O. Moment of couple about O is equal to, here 2O is equal to, moment of couple about point O is equal to sum of moment of forces about O. That is equal to, axis of rotation is at point O, therefore force F into perpendicular distance, F into here AO plus second force into perpendicular distance, F into OB, that is equal to F into AO plus OB, that is equal to AO plus OB is equal to AB. Equation number 2. This is the moment of force, moment of couple about point O. Third one, moment of couple. Moment of couple about B. Moment of couple about B is equal to sum of moment of forces about B. That is equal to 2B is equal to, axis of rotation is at point B, therefore first force into perpendicular distance, F into AB plus second force into perpendicular distance is 0, that is equal to F into AB. Equation number 3. This is moment of couple about point B. And last one, that is moment of couple. Moment of couple about point D. Here, axis of rotation is at point D. Here, then this first force into perpendicular distance, that is 2D, is equal to first force into perpendicular distance is AD. As this force produces rotation in anti-clockwise sense, we have to take it as positive, F into AD. Then this first force into perpendicular distance, then this second force produces rotation in a clockwise direction. If axis of rotation is at point D, then this force produces rotation in clockwise direction. This moment of force is considered a negative. that is minus F into dB, that is equal to F into ED minus dB. This AD minus dB is equal to AB, that is equal to F into AB. Equation number 4. If we see the equations 1, 2, 3 and 4, then it is found that 2A is equal to 2O is equal to 2B is equal to 2D. That means we can say that moment of force, moment of torque, moment of couple about any point in its plane is always constant, and which is equal to 2 is equal to force magnitude of one of the force and perpendicular distance between the two forces, that is moment of force torque is moment of couple torque is equal to product of magnitude of one of the force and perpendicular distance between the two forces. Then we have to take numerical on this bit. See the numerical. A force F vector is equal to 2I minus 3j 2I minus 3j plus 4k acts on a particle whose position with respect to the origin of an inertial reference frame is R vector is equal to I plus 2j. Find torque acting on the particle and calculate its magnitude. See here, a force F vector is equal to 2I minus 3j plus 4k acts on a particle whose position with respect to the origin of an inertial reference frame is given by R vector is equal to I plus 2j. Find torque acting on the particle and calculate its magnitude. We know that torque 2 is equal to R cross F. R cross F, that is I plus 2j cross 2I minus 3j plus 4k. By using the formula, we know that A cross B, A cross B is equal to determinant of I, J, K, AX, AY, AZ, BX, BY, BZ. By using this formula, we can write 2 vector is equal to determinant of I, J, K, AX, AY, AZ means here 1, 2, 0. BX, BY, BZ 2 minus 3, 4. 2 minus 3, 4. We have to solve this. That is equal to I into 2 into 4, that is 8 minus 0 into minus 3 is minus 3. 0 into minus 3, 0. Minus j into minus j into 1 into 4 is 4 minus 2 into 0 is 0 plus k 1 into minus 3 is minus 3 minus 2 into 2 is 4, that is equal to 8i minus 4j minus 3 minus 4, that is minus 7k. This is torque acting on the particle, and magnitude of torque is given by square root of 8 square plus minus 4 square plus minus 7 square, that is equal to square root of 64 plus 16 plus 49, that is equal to square root of square root of 119. This is magnitude of torque acting on the particle. Second one. A uniform rod weighs 20 kg. A weight of 4 kg suspended from one of its ends. If the rod balances at a point at a distance of 45 cm from that end, find length of the rod. Uniform rod weighs 20 kg. If you consider this is a rod, uniform rod of length AB, suppose. Uniform rod weighs 20 kg. Here 20 kg weight, that is weight of the rod acting at midpoint of the rod, 20 kg weight. A weight of 4 kg suspended from one of its ends. If the rod balances at a point at a distance of 45 cm from that end, suppose here 4 kg weight, 4 kg weight is suspended from A. The rod balances at a point at a distance of 45 cm from that end. Suppose the rod balances at this point C. This is 45 cm from A. We have to find the length of the rod. Here, if we consider a rod of length AB and weight of the rod is 20 kg weight, which acts at midpoint of the rod, and given if 4 kg weight is suspended from point A, the rod balances at a point of 45 cm from that end. We have to find length of the rod. रॉडची लेंथ आपल्याला इथं काढायची आहे. Here, taking moment of force about point C, taking moment of force about point C, taking moment of force about the balancing point C, that is here C is the axis of rotation. If we take axis of rotation at point C, then there are two forces. This is 4 kg weight first force, and this is 20 kg weight second force. This about point C 4 kg weight produces rotation in anti-clockwise direction, whereas about point C 20 kg weight produces rotation in clockwise sense. As we know that here anti-clockwise moment is equal to clockwise moment, therefore we can write 4 into 9.8 into 45 into 10 to the power minus 2. Force into perpendicular distance, 4 kg weight. We have to convert kg weight into Newton, that is 4 into 9.8 Newton into this perpendicular distance is 45 centimeter. We have to convert it into meter, that is 45 into 10 to the power minus 2. This produces anti-clockwise moment, which is equal to Clockwise moment here 20 kg weight, that is 20 into 9.8 into, we have to take perpendicular distance between the force and the axis of rotation, that is this distance, total distance is L, as weight of the body, weight of this rod acting at midpoint, we can say that this distance is L by 2. Therefore, we can say that this L by 2 minus 45, this is the distance. That is equal to L by 2 minus 45 into 10 to the power minus 2. That is 20 kg weight, 20 into 9.8 into this distance. This distance is L by 2. L by 2 minus 45 centimeter. This is this distance. Therefore, 9.8, 9.8. 4 into 4 and this is 20. That is here is 45 is equal to 4. Here is 5 into L by 2 minus 45 into 10 to the power minus 2. Here is 10 to the power minus 2. That is equal to 45 into 10 to the power minus 2 is equal to 5 into, here 2 is LCM, L minus 90 into 10 to the power minus 2 upon 2. That is equal to this 90 into 10 to the power minus 2 is equal to 5L minus 5 into 90 into 10 to the power minus 2. That is equal to, here 90 into 10 to the power minus 2 plus 5 into 90, that is 450 into 10 to the power minus 2 is equal to 5L. 450 plus 90 is 540 into 10 to the power minus 2 is equal to 5L, or L is equal to 540 into 10 to the power minus 2 upon 5. That is equal to 108 into 10 to the power minus 2 meter. That is 1.08 meter. 1.08 meter. See this. Then a uniform rod AB balances 40 centimeter from A when a weight of 100 gram is suspended from A. It again balances at 30 centimeter from A when a weight of 150 gram is suspended from A. Find the length and weight of the rod. A rod, suppose AB, a rod AB balances at 40 centimeter from A. Suppose this rod balances at C, which is 40 centimeter from A, when a weight of 100 gram is suspended from A. 100 gram is suspended from A. It again balances at 30 centimeter from A. Second figure. A, B. It again balances at 30 centimeter from A. 30 centimeter. When a weight of 150 gram is suspended from A, find length and weight of the rod. When 100 gram is suspended from A, the rod balances at 40 centimeter from A. When 150 gram is suspended from A, the rod balances at 30 centimeter. Here, AB is length of the rod, then weight W acts at midpoint of the rod. Here also, weight W acts at midpoint of the rod. Here, in first figure, two forces are there. This is 100 gram force acting at A and weight W acting at midpoint of the rod. Weight acts at L by 2 from A. Here, if we take moment of force about to see in first figure, 100 gram weight produces rotation in anti-clockwise direction, whereas W produces rotation in clockwise sense. Therefore, anti-clockwise moment is equal to clockwise moment. If we take in CGS system, that is 100 into 980 CGS dyne into this 40 centimeter is equal to W into, we have to take this distance. This is L by 2 minus 40. L by 2 minus 40. Here all distances, here all calculations are in CGS system. In figure 2, if we take moment of force about point C, in figure 2, moment of force about point C. Here is axis of rotation, then 150 gram, that is 980 into 30. This produces anti-clockwise moment, weight produces clockwise moment, is equal to W into L by 2 minus 30. If we take ratio of these two equations, then 100 into 980 into 40 divided by 150 into 980 into 30 is equal to W get cancelled. L by 2 minus 40 upon L by 2 minus 30. That is equal to 100. Here 0 get cancelled. 10 into 4 divided by 15 into 3. 0 get cancelled. 980 cancelled. That is equal to, if we take 2 LCM here, L minus 80 divided by L minus 60. 1 by 2 get cancelled. That is equal to, that is 40 upon 45. 40 upon 45 is equal to L minus 80 divided by L minus 60. That is equal to 8 by 9 is equal to L minus 80 upon L minus 60. That is equal to 9L minus 720 is equal to 8L minus 480 9L minus 8L is L is equal to 720 minus 480. That is L is equal to 240 centimeter. All are in CGS scale. 240 centimeter. If we put the value of this L in this equation or in this equation, we can find weight. Putting in this equation 100 into 980 into 40 is equal to W into 240 upon 2 minus 40. That is equal to W into 120 minus 40. That is equal to W into 80. Therefore, W is equal to 100 into 980 into 40 divided by 80. That is equal to 50 into 980 dyne or 50 gram weight. 50 gram weight. Take one more problem. A uniform wooden plank AB 8 meter long and weighing 20 kg rests on two supports, each situated at a distance of 1 meter from either end of the plank. A man weighing 65 kg stands on the plank at a distance of 3 meter from the end B, while a bucket of paint weighing 10 kg lies on the plank at a distance of 2 meter from end A. Find reaction on each support. See here, uniform wooden plank AB. This is uniform wooden plank AB. This total distance is 8 meter, weighing 20 kg. Here, weight of the rod acts at midpoint, that is 4 meter from A. Rests on two trestles, each situated at a distance of 1 meter from either end of the plank. Suppose this is first trestle or first support. This is second support. As these are resting on these two supports, this is a reaction due to first support R1. This is a reaction due to second support, that is R2. Each 1 meter from the plank. This distance is 1 meter. This distance is 1 meter. A man weighing 65 kg stands on the plank at a distance of 3 meter from the end B. From this end B, a man of weight 65 kg, 3 meter from this end, if it measure distance from A, here is 5 meter. 3 meter from B means 5 meter from A. While a bucket of paint weighing 10 kg lies on the plank at a distance of 2 meter from end A. A bucket of paint of weight 10 kg lies at a distance of 2 meter from end A. These distances are measured from A. Note here. We have to find reaction on each support. Here, as the plank is supported at points as these two supports, there is reaction in the upward direction. R1 is the reaction due to first support, R2 is reaction due to second support. According to translational equilibrium, we can say that the vector sum of forces acting on the body is equal to 0. Here we can say that R1 and R2 are acting in upward direction, whereas these three are acting in downward direction. Therefore, we can write R1 plus R2 is equal to 10 plus 20 plus 65 into 9.8 Newton or 95 kg weight. Instead of writing in Newton, we can write in kg weight. 95 kg weight, equation number 1. Here, if we take moment of forces about point R1 or moment of force about R1, about this point, moment of force about R1, then we can say that R1 produces moment of force 0 as axis of rotation is at R1. Then here, if we take axis of rotation at this point, then these three forces produces rotation in clockwise sense, whereas R2 produces rotation in anti-clockwise sense. Therefore, we can write this R2 into this distance, R2 into perpendicular distance between R1 and R2. This is 1 meter, this is 1 meter, total 8 meter. Therefore, this distance is 6 meter. R2 into 6 is equal to this 10 kg, 20 kg and 65 kg. These three forces produces rotation in clockwise sense. Anti-clockwise moment is equal to clockwise moment. Therefore, 10 into 9.8 into this distance. This distance is 2 meter, this is 1 meter, therefore this is 1 meter. Plus second force 20 into 9.8 into this total distance is 4 meter and this is 1 meter, therefore this distance is 3 meter. Plus 65 into 9.8 into this total distance is 5 meter, this is 1 meter, therefore this distance is 4 meter. That is equal to 10 into 9.8 plus 20 into 360 into 9.8 plus 65 into 4, that is 260 into 9.8. That is equal to 10 plus 60 plus 260 into 9.8. That is equal to 260 plus 60, 320 plus 10, 330 into 9.8. Therefore, R2 is equal to 330 into 9.8 upon 6. That is equal to 55 into 9.8 Newton or 55 kg weight. Therefore, we know that R1 plus R2 is equal to 95. That is R1 plus 55 is equal to 95. Therefore, R1 is equal to 40 kg weight. 40 kg weight. This is about this weight. Thank you for watching this video.